Hey guys, and welcome back to another Trusted Airgun review. Today we're going to be talking about this awesome sub $200 rifle made by Crosman. It's a Crosman-Remington Summit 22 caliber rifle. It's a fantastic shooter, though there are minor flaws to it. But that's all that there is. That's all that there is. Just minor flaws. Now, of course, people will gripe about the trigger, and I understand that. But there are easily accessible, upgradable parts for it, like the GRT thread trigger, which I've installed on this gun. Now, of course, it's a great looking gun, and it has checkering on the grips, and it's got a very nice ventilated rubber butt pad, and it comes with a 3-9x40 AO mil-dot scope from Centerpoint, which is a branch for Crosman, and it comes with a one-piece mount, though I found that the one-piece mount was really inadequate for this gun, so I upgraded it to a two-piece Lapers AccuShot mount, and that just fit the bill. It worked perfectly. Now, I know what you're thinking, well, what kind of pellet is most accurate in this gun? And if you're a hunter with air guns, you definitely know this brand. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about Predator Polymags. This is a 22 caliber pellet, and they are mean looking. Let me show you one. Absolutely mean looking. I'll tell you what, whenever I'm hunting squirrels, I use these, and they drop them like a rock. I'm serious. Like, no movement. All they do is roll over, and they're dead. Now, I've even taken them out at like 30 plus yards with this gun, and still dropped them like a rock. Now, a real nice thing from Crosman is that it's got articulation right down here, so that way there's a groove and a pivotal joint that actually slides into that, and it kind of glides on that, so that way you don't have any binding or twisting of the linkage during the cocking stroke, which is fantastic. Way to go, Crosman. Now, as said, the favorite food that this gun likes is a Predator Polymags, 16 grain. I think they're 5.52 millimeter size head, and it just shoots great in this gun. Now, it comes with a weighted muzzle brake and has a very nice comb on the stock, as you can see here. And it also rises in the rear, which is great for getting your eye level for the scope. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm about a mid-sized person. I'm about like 5'8", and it definitely shoulders very well for me. Now, now that we've got an overview of this gun, and an applause for Crosman, I do want to say one thing. The standard trigger that came with it is a bunch of junk, and that's why I upgraded it. It was stiff, and it was just way too long. I did not like it. And also, they forgot to recess the bore, which is right at the, basically where you load the pellet. Majority of times they have it kind of circled out to where it looks kind of like a little bit of a funnel. That's so that way you can try different ammunition and different kinds of pellets in it. And majority of the times it will work good. But they had forgotten to do this, so I used a pellet seeder to get more consistency out of my shots. And this definitely limited the pellets and what kind I can use. Also, this gun, versus what is said on the box, it claims 950 feet per second with alloy lead, and that is wrong. Wrong. Very far off. They need to get more consistent. Now, that may be possible with the nitro piston, where things are more consistent and up the ante in power, but it did not have that in this gun. With 14.3 grain ammunition, as they had said for their claimed velocity, which is 800 feet per second with lead, 14.3 grain from Crosman, I got an average of 651.49 feet per second, which delivered 13.5 foot-pounds of energy. Still not bad, but the extreme spread wasn't that great. It was 16.1, which is moderate, but not overly great. Also, as I said earlier, the favorite food for this thing is Predator Polymags, 22 cal, 5.52 millimeter, 16 grain. And just the extreme spread will stun you. 2.1 feet per second was extreme spread. And the average foot-pounds of energy was 14.2. Very nice. Enough to take down some raccoon or possum at close range, like 20 yards. And I've tried other ammo that I had, and absolutely nothing came up to that kind of consistency. So, just goes to show that these things are super accurate, and goes to show that these will be the best ammo for this gun. Alright? Let's jump ahead and go ahead into the accuracy testing. We're going to be doing shot groups at 10, not 10, I'm sorry. We don't do shot groups at 10 unless it's a youth gun. We're going to be shooting at 20, 5-shot groups. And we're going to be shooting at maybe 30, a 5-shot group. And potentially 40, 5-shot group. And I'm going to be probably using reactive targets. So, once I have everything set up, I'm just going to show you the results from the accuracy shooting and kind of mark out what the overall spread was at the different yards. This gun can group at 50 yards, but I'm not going to show you. That's for your own experience, because it definitely is a little bit of a challenge and definitely is fun. Now, let's just go ahead and get started. Flip over.
Get on up. Come on, New Jersey. New York City, you got the explosion.
Hey there guys, and as I said I would, I did do the shot groups, but it was just extremely hot outside. It was about 4 o'clock, about when temperatures start to calm down and really cool down and feel good. But it was still about 85 degrees with like 40% humidity. It was pretty dreadful. And so I really just did a few shot groups at 20 yards, and that was about it. As you just saw earlier, of course. And I want to show you the results. And the average size group is 0.35 inches center to center at 20 yards with Predator poly mags. Now this is very good, absolutely very good. I only pulled a few shots because I like shooting with my sweatshirt, and I'm so used to shooting with my sweatshirt in a cool indoor area, and then going outside just completely ruined it all for me. And so, but what's weird, as Ted from Edgun USA, there we go, from Edgun USA, whenever I'm shooting at paper targets, my groups start to wander, but whenever I'm aiming at something else, like an actual object, it goes down each and every time. Like if I'm aiming at a squirrel, it goes down each and every time. But with this, everything was starting to wander. So it was my fault for the minor flyers. So with the flyers, I just discarded them and went with the main group. And the main group was 0.3 inches center to center. And as you can see, these two were my fault. They were just underneath it, basically on top of each other anyway. And then here's a 0.3 center to center. Now on one of the shot groups, you see this group where it looks pretty big, and that was actually my fault. I was rushing each and every shot, so it opened up over an inch, which is unacceptable in my claim. So just to make sure everything was down on 0, I shot a group right underneath it, underneath the red dot, and I shot at the 9, and everything was right on each other. That little gap right there, they were all going right there each and every time. That's 0.3 inches center to center, and that's a long way. Now, I accidentally pulled one, and it went down here. But again, that was my fault. Now, this one wasn't overly bad, so I just counted this one, and I just went with the entire size. And with this one, it was 0.5 inches center to center, so half an inch. And that really ain't bad at 20 yards, because you can then take it out to like 40 yards, and that'd be your maximum range. Though I can take mine out to 50 yards and take game with it, like squirrel and rabbit, pretty easily. And here's that shot group. I did several of these off camera. I did several of these off camera, like the one that when I shot at the 9, I shot that one off camera, and I shot a couple others down off camera, and they were all about 0.2 to 0.3 inches center to center. Regarding a flyer, that would be my fault. Again, it's just extreme heat over here in North Carolina, and we're in the Piedmont. Hey, you gotta deal with it. So I hope this review was helpful to you guys, and I want you to realize that sub $200 air guns are not bad. They can be very, very good, just like this gun. And I think that's why they discontinued them, or at least in my area, they discontinued them, so that way people couldn't be getting really good air guns for cheap. Next up, I'm going to be trying the Tech Force TF99 Premier Underlever Air Rifle. I'm able to get 1/4 inch groups at 10 yards, and so I'm very anxious to see what I can get at 20 yards. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to check in and watch the Tech Force TF99 Premier Underlever Air Rifle. Bit of a mouthful, I know. I do also want to apologize for the entire wait in between each video. That my computer's been crap. We just now got a new computer, which is fantastic, so I'm going to be uploading videos like hotcakes. So stay tuned, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.